Hey, balanced businesswomen, welcome back. What if the key to scaling your business isn't working harder, but actually doing less? What if peace, not hustle, is your real power move? Today, we're talking about the boundary blueprint. Why boundaries are not just nice to have, but absolutely essential for creating a business and life that feel aligned, sustainable, and joyful. If you've ever felt pulled in 100 directions, constantly saying yes, or worried that saying no will cost you opportunities, you're going to want to lean in. This episode is going to change how you see boundaries forever. Is your mind constantly racing with endless to-dos, yet you still feel stuck? Are you feeling guilty when you unplug? Or are you exhausted from hustling nonstop? Hi, I'm Lesa, wife, mom, grandma, and business owner for over 3 decades. I know what it takes to build a business you love without burning out. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity and create a business that honors your values and your life, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath. Close those 12 browser tabs and drop the hustle. It's time to become the balanced businesswoman. Before we dive into today's episode, if you're not already part of my free Facebook community, The Balanced Businesswoman, come on in and join us. It's a space where we talk about mindset, boundaries, balance, and the behind the scenes of building a business you love. You don't have to do entrepreneurship alone. This group is here to support you. You can find the link to join us in the show notes. Let's start with a myth that so many of us have been fed. It goes like this. Success only comes through hustle. The longer you work, the faster you respond, the more you take on, the more successful you'll be. I want to share, ladies, that hustle without boundaries doesn't create success. It creates exhaustion. I'm going to say that again. Hustle without boundaries does not create success. It creates exhaustion. Think about it. How many times have you said yes to a client request you really didn't have the capacity or the bandwidth for? Or how many times have you agreed to a collaboration that really didn't align with your goals, but you felt bad saying no? Hustle tricks us into believing every opportunity is urgent, that saying yes means we're growing. But here's the secret. Hustle might build activity, but boundaries build authority. Yes, boundaries build authority. The women who look peaceful, confident, and in control of their business, they're not doing everything. They're doing the right things for their business because their boundaries protect their time, their energy, and their peace. Now, ladies, when I say boundaries, I don't mean building a wall around yourself and never letting anyone in. Boundaries are not barriers. Boundaries are agreements, first with yourself and then with others. They are, let's say, the rules of engagement that you set so that you can show up as the best version of yourself. There are personal boundaries, things like protecting your self-care, your morning routines, your energy. And then there are business boundaries, things like set working hours, your client expectations, or even your payment terms. And here's the kicker. People will always push your boundaries if you don't clearly define them and if you don't clearly articulate them. It's not because they're bad people. It's because you haven't shown them the best way to treat you. When you honor your own boundaries, others learn to honor them as well. Okay, so let's get into the blueprint. There's 3 areas I want you to think about today: your time, your energy, and your relationships. So part 1 of the boundary blueprint is the time blueprint. What are your actual working days and working hours? Do you protect your time off, or are you answering emails at 10 o'clock at night? One of the best decisions I ever made was to create a hard stop for my days. Now, my hard stops vary. Some days they're at 5 o'clock, some days they're at 8 o'clock, and some days they're at noon. But whatever my hard stop is for that day, I close my laptop. This one shift protected my family time and forced me to be more productive during the hours that I do work. So you get to decide, what are the days you're working? What are the hours on each of those days? Okay, part 2 is the energy blueprint. Now, there's really 2 parts to this energy blueprint. The first part is about your energy levels, whether you're in high energy, medium, or low energy. And I talked about this more in episode number 3. So if you haven't listened to that one, go back and listen to it. The other part of it is not every opportunity deserves your yes. Some things look shiny and new, but they drain you. Ask yourself, does this activity give me energy or take it away? Every yes is really a no to something else. The highest achieving women I coach aren't the ones saying yes to the most. They're the ones who've mastered saying no with confidence. Okay, part 3 of the blueprint is the relationship blueprint. Whether it's clients, team members, or family, relationships need boundaries too. For example, with clients, set expectations up front. How will they communicate with you? What's best for them? Is it email, phone calls, or text messages? And what's your response time? Now, I had to learn this the hard way. I had a client call me and she didn't leave a message. But when I spoke with her, she was upset that I hadn't called her back. So I had to articulate that, hey, if you call me and I don't answer, please leave a message. Because if you don't leave me a message, I don't know whether you butt dialed me or whether you were trying to reach someone else. I don't know. So please leave a message. And once I made that clear, it changed the whole dynamic. And so the same applies for you. Set the boundaries and the expectations for your relationships and communication. It makes a huge difference in when people understand. Okay, I can see your brains swirling. I can see or hear your thoughts. And you're probably thinking, Lesa, if I say no or draw too many lines, I'll lose clients or opportunities. But here's the truth. Boundaries don't repel the right people. They actually attract them. Think about the kind of leader you want to follow. Is it someone who's scattered, always overwhelmed, constantly available, but never really fully present? Or is it someone who's calm, confident, and consistent? Peace is not passive. Peace is power. It allows you to think clearly, to create boldly, and to show up fully. The women that I see thriving in business aren't the ones who are necessarily the busiest. They're the ones who are most at peace. And that peace comes from boundaries. So here's your journaling prompt for this week. Ask yourself the question, where in my life or business am I overextended? And what boundary could I set this week to reclaim my peace? I'll repeat that. Where in my life or business am I overextended? And what boundary could I set this week to reclaim my peace? Write it down. Reflect on it. And when you're ready, come share your answer in my Facebook group. Every Thursday, I have a thread that allows you to share your reflections from the podcast. So I would love to hear what boundary you're choosing to set and how it changes things for you. Thanks for joining me today. If this episode spoke to you, please share it with a friend who needs to hear that peace is the new power move. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember this, boundaries aren't selfish, they're sacred. They're the foundation that allows you to build a business and a life you truly love. Until next time, stay balanced, stay blessed, and stay bold. Hey ladies, I hope today's episode inspired you and gave you the boost you needed. If so, please share it with a friend. Hit follow and take 30 seconds to leave me a review. Your reviews mean the world to me. They encourage me, and they help more women find this show. It lights me up knowing this podcast is helping you to find more balance and joy. Until next week, remember, your business should fit your life, not the other way around. Have a wonderful day on purpose.